Good day, Aries viewers. I am Sarah B, and you're tuning in to Just Be Tarot. Thank you for your amazing energy. Thank you for hanging out with me, and thank you for clicking on like and subscribing to my channel, and also for hitting that notification bell. That will let you know when I'm going live or posting new readings. I was just shuffling for the overall energy for the Aries collective and to see what messages Spirit is going to bring us this month. I'm shuffling for December 2025. So let's see what's in store for our Aries collective. All right, Spirit, what is it that the collective... Whoop, thank you. Did I drop one? Okay, so we have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. We also have the Knight of Swords, Three of Cups, and the Ten of Wands. So I feel like you're trying to get things done this month. You're in a rush, which isn't a surprise. The holidays are upon us, and everybody seems to be trying to get things done. You're invited to a lot more things. There's a lot more events going on. Kids are being pulled here and there with their extracurriculars and events that are happening in their lives. So things are coming in pretty quickly for you. So you're trying to keep up with the situation. Not a surprise. I feel like you are also getting together with a lot of friends or making more connections. This could be networking opportunities as well, and making really, really important connections in your job or with people who you have an emotional connection with. It feels like you are changing up your friend group or making better quality friends, or inviting more quality people into your life and recognizing what you need in a person rather than the quantity of people. You're recognizing it's the quality. All right, so I do also have the Ten of Wands here. Now, this Ten of Wands, now usually I get you're overloaded, you're burdened, and yes, it's December. There's a lot going on, like I said. But this guy here in this work in his trade, he is just doing the thing. He is not letting it get to him. He is going with ease, at a nice pace, and he's getting the things done that he needs to get done. Now, this is an important realization, okay? This means that you're going at a pace. The universe is bringing you things in divine timing, in the pace that it needs to come in. So, no worry. Don't worry about getting things done. Don't worry about, don't get this anxiety and get pent up about how things are going to happen. Just know that they are. They're going to happen. And things are going to get done. So put that anxiety to rest. You're going to come up with brilliant ideas. This is about focusing, the Knight of Swords, about setting goals and getting new ideas. Maybe it's a collab that's happening. Maybe you're asking people for help. And situating your team. Messages coming in and out. You might be communicating a little bit better to get what you need done. Maybe you're delegating. But I do feel like it's going to be a very busy month for you, Aries folks. Let's see what else is coming in. Super busy. But I feel like if you take it in stride, then it's all going to come together. What else does the Aries Collective think you need to hear? Thank you. Okay, so we have these, oh look, these pentacles, these pentacles that you're trying to grow in the beginning of the reading. it looks like they've come into fruition. It's give and take. Looking at what you can do, what you can give of yourself. It's a season about giving. And doesn't necessarily mean money. What have you given to people besides money? Time, devotion, affirmations, uplifting boosts during the day. Telling people how you feel about them in the moment rather than waiting, until they're dead to say a nice thing about them or how much you cherish them is important. Give and take. It's a season of giving. So look back on how people have treated you. Maybe this is a time to reevaluate people in your life. Who is giving you that equal respect? Like I said, this might be a time to look and see where these, like I said, the universe, I feel like, is giving you new groups of people or something along those lines. So you might have a reflection on why that's happening. We have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. I feel like you're feeling this emotional disconnect from people. I feel like this is a pulling away. You're feeling left out. You might have, maybe this is a first year without somebody. Maybe you have broken up, or maybe you have lost a loved one. Grief can come in many forms, and you don't have to just have somebody who passed to the other side to grieve. There are lots of relationships that, if you break up with somebody, if your family and, there was an estrangement with you and a family member, with you and a friend, there's lots of ways to grieve. And I feel like this is an emotional time. You're feeling a loss here. Something did not work out for you when you were trying to make it work. And you did try. The Knight in any deck is about trying, putting forth the effort. So it's like you were trying to make something work, but it wasn't grabbing. And as long as you put in the effort and see that you put in the effort, then you can mourn this loss in a more positive way. But if it's something that was toxic, and you didn't want to put in the effort, and it was hard for you to disconnect, then you also can look back in a positive way and say, I did what I needed to do for my greatest good. Okay, so then we have the Hierophant. Okay, reaching out for help. Looking to someone or something for guidance. Leaning on somebody. Learning lessons. Keeping your heart open. This can also be somebody that is seeking spiritual advice from somebody, or somebody who just knows a little bit more than you do. This could be guidance at work, a mentor of some kind. Maybe you're learning something or training in a new job, or, focusing on trying to go for a new position and you're taking some classes. Maybe you're getting certified in something. But I feel like this is all to better yourself. Taking out the toxicity from your life and bettering yourself, which is what all of this is about, bettering yourself so you can become the person you are. All right, Spirit, what else do we have? A couple more cards before I move on. Thank you. Okay, so there's some changes coming in to end this reading. We have the Tower. The Tower in reverse. So that's plan changes. Plan changes are still changes. Now, they might be less scary than changes that really happen all of a sudden. But change is scary no matter how you look at it. No matter how you prepare, you never know what's going to happen. But this is a change that you are willing to make. However, I do feel like you are stuck in a cycle right now. We have the Moon card as well. So this is what's telling me that you are stuck in a cycle. We have the Ten of Swords in reverse and this Moon card. So something, you don't want to see something end, but you know that it has to, for you to move on and make these changes. You know it's going to hurt. You know it's going to be rough. But it's all going to be for your greatest good, for this benefit. And of course, things are ending. It's the end of the year. So not only is the year ending, but some cycle needs to come to an end as well. Something that you have become comfortable in, something that you may not even realize that you are in, because it's so comfortable and it's so habitual that you are not even seeing it for what it is. All right, so keep an eye out for these changes. They need to be made. This could be something, like I said, is deep rooted. The moon is about stuff that could be hidden. And you don't even realize that you're doing it. But there is a definite call for change here with this Ten of Swords in reverse and the Moon card. So go ahead and make those changes, because it's going to be for your greatest good. All right, so let's move on to our concluding message for the Aries collective. Spirit, what does the Aries collective need to know for their greatest good for December 2022? Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys got to go back and look what was happening in December of 2022, because I obviously said that for somebody out there. Holy moly. Shuffling for December 2025 for our Aries collective. Let me know if that resonated with anybody. Something you're going through, or maybe this reading touched upon that had to do with something that was going on in 2022. All right, so we have the number 30. Let's open this. Ooh, this is a long one. It's called Ringing the Bells. Ringing the bell to cast them out. Ring thy bell and dance about. I love that. Swirl the sound amidst the winds. Nowhere to hide, for all will ring. All right, here we go. Bells and Yule go hand in hand. They're used to create music. You'll often find a Santa or two swinging one around, and bells are always attached to sleighs. They are genuinely joyous, but can be used for more than simple musical instruments. Bells also raise energy to increase rituals and the effectiveness of spells, while cleansing negative energy to drive away malicious spirits. It's essential to keep your home energy clear all year long, but especially during the winter season when you spend more time indoors with loved ones. Energy tends to hide in dark places, the dusty corners that haven't seen a full day's sun in some time, and like your space, the soul can fill of tiny pockets of low vibrational energy that may not realize they're there. The same goes for everyday living. There could be people in our life who are full of low vibrations, but you're so used to having them in the background that you simply haven't noticed in a while. That's something hidden, that energy that needs to change. Like I said, you may not even realize it. You have pulled ringing the bell because something distressing is in your life and you're being called to banish it. It could be a person or an object or even a place. What comes to mind first that is bothering you will be the cause. Perhaps you're holding on to something from the past relationship that makes you sad. Or it could be a friend who, despite how much you love them, brings you down a little when they're around. It may not seem like a big deal, but your energy takes a hit every time you're in the presence of low vibrational company. Something I said as well. Thank you, Spirit. You are being guided to slowly and lovingly banish this person or thing from your life. If it's an object, it may be time to donate or recycle it. If it's time with the person or explaining how you feel so that things may change. As you clear this energy from your life, your vibrations will rise and call more joy to you. So get rid of that energy. You got to change the cycle. You got to change this cycle. Something has to end. And you need to realize what that is so you can make those important changes. All right, thank you for joining me. Thank you for hanging out. Don't forget to click on like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. That's going to let you know when I go live or post new readings. And I go live every Monday and Thursday between 6:30 and 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And I would love to see you there. But if you can't make it, I'll be here next time. Bye.